Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Shane.
And I'm Patty.
And we are going to show you some tips on how to stay a little bit cooler in the summer heat.
Yes, so we've been full-time for 5 years now, but before that we were campers, temporarily, weekend campers in Texas every summer. We pulled our camper and we would stay in the summertime in Texas, where it could be in the hundreds, 110, 100, yeah, I think probably it's gotten up to 110. So we're just going to share with you ways that we have learned to keep our RV cooler, our camper cooler, whatever you might have. And these might not necessarily work for you, or you might not have them. Not saying you have to go buy certain things or whatever. These are just things that we have done that have helped us keep our RV cooler in the Texas summer heat. So y'all come and watch. So the first thing that you want to make sure you do is any appliances that get really hot, such as hair dryer. I just got out of the shower. A hair dryer that gets really hot, you want to make sure you use that early in the morning so it doesn't heat up the entire RV for the rest of the day. So I always take a shower early in the morning in the summer and then dry my hair. Either, excuse me, either super early in the morning, well, not super early, but either early in the morning or late in the evening, whenever it starts to cool down a bit, is the best time to use hair dryers, your ovens, anything like that. So that's your number one tip. All right, so I was talking about how when you get up in the morning, it's better to dry your hair with the hair dryer in the morning or in the evening when the temperature cools down, when it's dark out, whatever. Another thing is if you're cooking something in the oven, you want to make sure you also do that early in the morning or in the evening whenever it gets dark. But another tip is just cook outside. We do that a lot in the summertime. We have an outdoor grill. We have an outdoor little skillet or Blackstone, whatever it's called. All of those that you could cook outside. We even have a little burner, propane burner, and we cook out there. You can cook on a pot, pan, whatever. And then it just doesn't heat up the RV, the camper, and then, it keeps it much cooler. So, yeah, so cook, hair dryer, all that stuff. If you could do it either early in the morning, in the late evening, or do it outside. You could even blow dry your hair outside if you need to. We are back on our property here in Texas. So we know not everyone can have a whole RV cover. This is like a carport cover for your RV. This helps out tremendously. Obviously, not every campground has a cover like this, and you may not have one at your property, but this is a really good one if you do have property, or there are campgrounds that do have covers like this. Might not be exactly like this, but there are campgrounds that have covers. So if you can either have one of your own, get to a campground or stay at a campground in the summertime that has a cover like this, or stay at a campground that has trees if you can, if it's possible. I know not every campground has trees these days, but there are still some out there. The campground that we worked at here in Texas, Lake Medina RV Resort, has tons of trees and there's plenty of shade out there. So that really helps keep the heat down on your camper if you have a cover over the top of it.
Okay, the next way we try to stay cool is like a lot of the newer campgrounds, like she said, don't have trees or anything, no kind of shade. So we got this awning shade by Solera. It comes off your awning, zips on, and goes all the way to the ground. I was pretty skeptical about it at first, but with my little thermometer, I tested the concrete in the sun, and then tested it after in the shade with the Solero sunshade zipped on, and it was 20 degrees cooler under the shade versus out in the sun. All right, so this is the bottom piece. This is what was in the bag. And this right here, this is the top piece. So this piece zips onto here. This stays up or stays on the awning, and it rolls up as you go. Doesn't affect the awning or anything. It's a really easy install. All your awnings have the little rails, the tracks, that the little rubber piece goes in, so you just slide it on down, and it's got a Velcro on this end and that end just to help it stay secure. So we're going to zip this on and show you how it works. All right, and when it's on, it's got the little eyelets. I'm not going to do it here, but it's got the little eyelets here for your stakes or whatever you want to hold it down with. And you can pull this whole thing out like here. If you have the tent stakes, you can actually put the tent stake through here and stand it up, and you can make it to where it will stand up, and it'll just be one solid shade under here. We haven't done that. We usually just stake it down right there and right there. And then at nighttime or when you leave the thing or when you're putting your awning up, all you do is just unzip this piece. And we usually leave it just lay right there because we're going to use it the next day. And then we'll just put our awning up, and then you're ready to go again for the next day. And another good thing about this is when you are out there in the blazing sun, if you're down south or wherever it might be pretty hot, this thing actually shades the side of your camper pretty good, so it makes your air conditioner a little bit more efficient. It doesn't run as much, and it doesn't take as long to cool down, and it keeps the temperature pretty constant inside.
All right, so another thing is a good air conditioner. I may get up and show a little bit of B-roll footage of our ACs and stuff, but you just want to make sure that, well, I mean, not make sure, whatever your RV comes with, I mean, that's pretty much what you're going to have, but you can upgrade your ACs in your RV. We have recently upgraded ours to GE low profile, so it's much shorter on the roof. It seems, or for us, it's really been a lot more efficient for the most part. We have 2 ACs in our camper. Our fifth wheel is 33 feet long. It normally comes with 1 AC, I believe. I'm not really sure, but we did have a second AC added onto ours at the factory when we ordered it. We would suggest, if you can, have 2 ACs especially if your RV is, I would say 30 feet or more. 2, even 3 in some RVs. Some RVs come with 3 ACs. But anyway, so yeah, air conditioners, make sure it's a good one. Make sure you keep your filters clean constantly. That's another good one. Make sure that you keep the air conditioner clean. There is ways to maintain your air conditioner. There's cleaners. Make sure you take the cover off and that there's no leaves or debris or cottonwood. We've seen RVs where they take off the cover and there's tons of cotton all in it from cottonwood trees, pollen, things like that will clog up your air conditioner. So that's one good thing. Make sure you keep your air conditioner maintained. Make sure it's clean. Do maintenance on it before the summer is a great idea, not during the summer. Keep those filters clean. And okay, so yeah, so make sure you do some maintenance and keep it clean before the summer. Make sure you clean the AC, clean the filters, all of that, and then your AC will run great during the summertime.
Okay, we were talking about your AC filters earlier, and what she's talking about are these little things right here. We've got one there and one on this side in this room. So it's really easy. You just pull this little cover off, and there's a little mesh screen behind it that fits perfectly. It's just an oval, same size as this, same shape, everything. You can, I blow mine out with my air compressor. If you don't have that, you can use, water, soap and water. Just let it dry real good before you reinstall it so it doesn't suck up dust in there and just get clogged right away again. But then it's really easy to reverse assemble. Just put the little mesh thing back on there and pop that in place, and you're done. You're clean, good to go for probably 3 or 4 months. Alright, now another thing inside the camper is your blinds. So if you've got sun coming directly inside the camper or whatever, just make sure you have your blinds closed. Keeps the heat out. We're lucky enough that ours has a little bit of Reflectix on the back side of it, so it helps. But if you've got a problem that you can't pull the blind down or what have you, we use Reflectix also. You just get this. You can see we've used this before with painter's tape. And what you do is you just tape it up against the window like this, and it'll keep the sun reflected outside instead of coming in, and it keeps it much cooler inside.
All right, in our last video, we talked about having a dehumidifier and why it's important to have one in your camper. And humidity is worse in the summertime. So a dehumidifier is a must in the summertime, we think anyways, especially in Texas. And I'm going to read you why, because I found it online. I just want to make sure that I get it correct. So it says a dehumidifier makes a house or RV feel cooler primarily by reducing the humidity, which allows sweat to evaporate from the skin more efficiently, creating a natural cooling effect. While it rarely lowers the actual air temperature, it can sometimes slightly, it eliminates the sticky, heavy feeling of humid air. So it makes the 75 degrees feel much more comfortable than 75 degrees with high humidity. So if you've ever been in a humid climate, Texas, I don't know, I can't think of it, Florida, Georgia, any place like that, if it's a humid day, it does feel much hotter outside. So when you have a dehumidifier, it gets rid of the humidity inside, lowers that, which also lowers how the air feels. So it doesn't feel as hot. Like it said, 75 degrees feels much cooler when there's less humidity. Another way to keep your RV cool, like we said, to cover the windows, even your door window. So I'm going to show you what we have right here. Let's see, I have to close it like that. But we have this one. It's magnetic, and it just folds down like this. So that keeps the sun out. If your RV is facing this side of the direct sun. And then whenever you don't need it, you can just roll it up. Just that easy. It's a magnet, so it works pretty great to keep the heat out of your door. All right, and lastly, just know that your RV air conditioner is not the same as what you have in your home or what you might have had in your home. So it's just not going to cool the same. But if you try these tips or any other ways, you know, you can help out to keep it much cooler than what the temperature is outside for sure. And then just know you can always just go up north if you want to. Don't stay down south in Texas or Florida in the summertime. I mean, you can if you want to, or if you're weekend campers, you know, you might not have a choice. You're just, that's where you live. So these will help you out. But if you have time, take a trip up to Alaska. We never needed the air conditioner up there at all. We actually used the heater a few times. We wore beanies and sweatshirts. Anyway, so the next thing would be keep your door closed. Don't be coming in and out. If you have kids, you know, you need to make sure that they either stay in or out. Also adults. Like in the hottest part of the day, try to keep your door closed as much as possible. The more you open and close it, the hotter it's going to be inside. That happens to us when we have like people over, a cookout or something. Then it does stay a little bit warmer inside of the camper. If you have skylights, our RV here does not have one, but our old one and our truck camper had skylights. There are covers that you can buy for them, the same one that I showed you that goes over the door. You can also get those for skylights, and that helps because sometimes that gets a lot of sun in, and it really, yeah, that will really heat up your camper as well. And lastly is if you you know, if you need to circulate the air a little bit more, you can just plug in a couple of fans in your camper. We've done that before. Whenever it's 100 and something degrees outside, fans definitely help as well. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We hope that we've helped you out and you're able to stay cooler this summer, because summer is the best time to go camping in our opinion anyways. But you want to make sure you keep it cool and you don't spend a fortune this summer on your electric bill at your campsite. So don't forget, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Make sure you comment down below and let us know what you liked about our video, or if you already do some of these, or if there's something that we missed and you're like, oh, I think you should try to do this, because that would be great. We would love to know what you do as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We would love to have you here, and make sure you do that so you don't miss a thing.
See you out there.
This thing is about to knock us over. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Cut.